They call Paterson, New Jersey the Silk City, as it was once the silk manufacturing capital of the nation. But today, the New York Cosmos will look to manufacture something else, a win against the top team in the league. Union Omaha is in town, the first ever meeting between the New York Cosmos and Union Omaha, right here. Happy to have you with us. John Gross with you on this Wednesday evening. Beautiful night for some soccer as we look at the league table, brought to you by Capelli Sport. As you see, Union Omaha top of the table, 22 points in the season. Meanwhile, the Cosmos work to do, sitting on just 7 points, 15th place in the league. After starting 0-3 on the campaign, the Cosmos have been a bit better over these last 5 matches. 2-1 over these last 5, 8 goals scored, 9 goals conceded. But the goals conceded have been the big storyline on the campaign, most recently allowing 4 goals against AV Alta in that 4-0 loss on Saturday. The defense has to improve. This team has been able to score, but they'll need to shut down a dangerous Union Omaha team defensively. The bright spot for the Cosmos has been Ajmir Spangler, and he's really been one of the bright spots in the league this season. 5 goals in the campaign, which is tied for the most in the league. He also leads the league with 8 goal contributions, so certainly somebody that Union Omaha will have to be concerned about today. He's been tremendous all season, the third-year pro having the best season of his pro career. Meanwhile, Los Bujos, 22 points through 10 matches, tied for the best start through 10 matches in the history of this historic club. 9 goals scored, 5 goals conceded in these last 5 matches, and they've earned the results as well. 3-1-1, unbeaten in 4 straight, most recently a 2-0 win against Chattanooga Red Wolves. This team can score 18 goals in the season, and they do it by dominating possession. 58% average possession, which leads the league. And one guy who's carried them offensively is Diego Gutierrez, most recently a Team of the Week selection. 4 goals this season. He's an amazing story, an Omaha native who joined this team this season on a 25-day contract. He earned his keep. He had that extended to a full season deal, and he has thrived. 4 goals and an assist this season for the hometown kid who's led them on the attack. History will be made tonight in Paterson, New Jersey. It's the inaugural meeting between the New York Cosmos and Union Omaha. We'll have lineups and kickoff for you when we get back after this.
I'm Bree and I am Ion.
नाम कलीम जान है और मैं आयन हूँ.
Yo soy Ion Bank.
I'm Tajinder Kaur, ਅਸੀਂ Ion Bank ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ.
I'm Taiwan and I am Ion.
اسمي أدمى وأنا آيان.
Ja jestem Ion Bank.
I also Ion Bank.
Ja jestem Ion Bank. I am Ion.
I'm Bree and I am Ion.
नाम कलीम जान है और मैं आयन हूँ.
Yo soy Ion Bank.
I'm Tajinder Kaur, ਅਸੀਂ Ion Bank ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ.
I'm Taiwan and I am Ion.
اسمي أدمى وأنا آيان.
Ja jestem Ion Bank.
I also Ion Bank.
Ja jestem Ion Bank. I am Ion.
Back here at historic Kinchliff Stadium, beautiful evening for some soccer as the New York Cosmos welcome Union Omaha, the first ever meeting between these two USL League One sides. Let's dive into the starting 11 first for the home side, brought to you by Ion Bank. The Cosmos have lost 2 straight, winless in 3 in a row. So some changes for this team. 3 changes in the starting 11 from last match. Darren Seedule making his first appearance since April 3rd. He starts, as does Nick Zalanka and Davide Galazzini. So 3 different looks. Also Javier Garcia making his 2nd straight start after making his league debut for the Cosmos last match. Both of these teams in the midst of 3 matches in 7 days, so there's some squad rotation from Union Omaha as well. How about 6 changes from Vincenzo Candela's side? By the way, he's the reigning coach of the week in the league. We'll start in goal. Rashid Nuhu, one of the all-time great keepers in the history of this league, getting the start. And 5 other changes in the starting 11. Alan Gavilanes, name to know for them as well. Somebody who was recently acquired and scored in his debut last time out against Chattanooga. Acquired on loan from USL Championship side, Indy 11. Cosmos in the yellow kits. You see the captain, Sebastian Guenzati, standing over it. Lovely evening at historic Hinchliffe Stadium in Paterson, New Jersey, as we await the whistle from Walterson Torchon. First ever meeting between these teams. New York Cosmos, Union Omaha. We are underway on this Wednesday evening. 2 teams opposite ends of the league table, as we showed you earlier. League leading Union Omaha against a Cosmos side that sits in 15th out of 17 teams, as Nuhu calls upon early. John Gross with you. Happy to have you along for the ride today. Union Omaha 7-2-1 in the season. 22 points for the Owls, is tied for the best start through 10 matches in club history. This is a club with a ton of history, as it's sprayed in. No trouble for Javier Garcia. But this 22-point in 10-match start matches the 2024 start to the season, which is an encouraging sign considering that this team won the league back in 2024, and is also encouraging given the early season struggles last year, where Union Omaha got off to its worst start in club history over 10 matches. But a different start to this year. Back-to-back wins for them, unbeaten in 4 straight. Meanwhile, the Cosmos are winless in 3 in a row, having lost back-to-back matches. As this is played along, Spengler gives chase, and it's sent out for a throw. Last time out for the Cosmos, a 4-0 loss against AV Alta. You see Davide Corti at the bottom of your screen, first-year head man for the Cosmos. He said that was the worst match we've ever played. And, well, I'd say that's a fairly fair assessment for his team. He said his team made too many mistakes, especially defensively. They created some chances on the attacking end as well, but unable to score as Johnny brings it in and sends it out for a goal kick. And that is reminiscent of what we saw from them on Saturday. They had 15 shots to the Cosmos, but just 1 shot on target. Davide Corti used a phrase from his native Italy. He said, "We were brushing the dolls," which in English doesn't seem to mean anything. But in Italian, it basically means that we were not effective. We were kind of wasting our time when it came to generating chances, just given that there was really no threat with any of their shots. Looking to change things today. It's a beautiful ball brought in by Zalanka, making his start as it's hit well off target. Did it take a deflection? No. And a goal kick on the way. Just the 3rd start of the season for Nick Zalanka, starting in place of Christian Coffey. Zalanka, the first-year pro from right here in New Jersey, native of Wallington, New Jersey. Former All-State player from the Garden State, which is a hotbed for soccer talent. Last time out for the Owls, it was a 2-0 win against Chattanooga. This is taken away in a dangerous area. Spengler rolls it through. It's Zalanka who has it knocked away from him. Cameron Lawrence swiping away what would have been a prime goal-scoring opportunity. First-year pro. Watch this recovery, number 19 coming in. Zalanka took that touch, thought he had a bit more time than he did. As it sliced out wide, Mendonca drives it in. Mendonca's ball headed just wide. Guenzati, who does have 3 goals this season, counting it just off target, but if you're the Cosmos, you have to be encouraged by this start. Mendonca, it's a well-placed ball, and Uhu probably would not have gotten to that if that was on frame. Throwing for the home side, who again have gotten off to a solid start today. Down Union Omaha player. It's Diego Gutierrez back on his feet. Good sign to see for a guy who has been one of the most dangerous attacking players in the league this year. 4 goals and an assist. Chavez. It's off of Lawrence. Here's Zalanka. And he gives it away. Dylan Borzak. A Union Omaha team that dominates possession, 58% average possession, which leads the league. And they don't just dominate possession, but they do something with that possession. It's possession with a purpose. A league best 18 goals in the season, and they're facing a team that has allowed the most goals in the league. 20 goals conceded by the Cosmos this year. As Janet taps it ahead, Spengler surges. It's a 3-on-3 here. Spengler wide for Janet, pops it across, and the offside flag was raised. Well, I do think that those counter chances will be there today for the Cosmos, given how Union Omaha likes to play. Ball dominant team, and if New York can win a ball or two in the midfield, they can quickly break the other way like we just saw. This team does have a pretty dangerous group up front. While this Cosmos side has struggled mightily defensively, they've been solid on the attack as Guenzati forces the takeaway. Lays it off for Spengler, back to Guenzati. Guenzati did well to stay on it initially, and then Lawrence Wooten wins it away. Owusu blasts it long. No trouble for Javier Garcia. Garcia getting the start again today. One of 3 keepers we've seen this season for the Cosmos. It's been a bit of a revolving door in that spot, and they brought in Garcia to try to hold down the fort. But last match in his League One debut for the Cosmos had a rough outing, conceded 4 goals. One of them had to send a ball long, didn't go all too far, sent it directly to an AV Alta player, and Garcia did not get back on his line quick enough, which allowed a near half-field goal to be scored against him. That was the first of 4 goals scored by AV Alta. It's given away. Throw in for Union Omaha. Borzak. Turn from Gavilanes. Sami Khediri. Jiba now has space. Jiba, that window closes quickly, and it will be a goal kick. It's a good recovery by Lamin Jaune. Take a look at the Cosmos supporter section. This is a soccer-crazy part of the nation. Somebody from the General Patterson area can speak from experience. Great to have a club in northern New Jersey. Free kick won by Guenzati. Garcia in a precarious situation. It's just enough to work out of danger. Lifted ahead, and Nuhu gets there. One of the big storylines for Union Omaha this season has been the splitting of the starts between Rashid Nuhu, a club legend, and Cole Jensen, who has statistically been one of the best keepers in the league this season. This is Nuhu's 6th start of the season. Meanwhile, Jensen has started 5 matches. It's lifted long, and Garcia scoops it off a hop. Either way, it's a good situation for Vincenzo Candela to be in. You'd rather have too many keepers than not enough, and they have 2 high-level keepers. Coach Candela, who is the reigning Coach of the Week, has played over for Mendonca. Nestor Cabrera. Here's Zelanka, making just his 3rd start of the season. Throw-in stays right here. Fans, enter the Brinks Tires USL Cup Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Scan the QR code on screen and enter today. Some pretty sweet gear available. Brinks Tires USL Cup has provided some memorable moments this season as Jaune brings it in. Jaune drills it across. It's a beautiful ball that will end up being a corner kick. Zelanka's shot blocked, but this is an encouraging first 13 minutes for the Cosmos. Jaune serves it on a platter. Lawrence able to close that window. Will be a corner kick. Aaron Sidul will send this in. Ball pings around. It's brought down and struck, but deflects out. Mendonca. Here's Anderson Holt facing his former club today. Holt acquired via transfer from Union Omaha this offseason, where he got his professional start. Here he is again. Initially joined Union Omaha on an academy deal, then earned a pro contract. He's a league champion with Los Bujos. Today facing his former club for the first time. It's given away, Zalanka. Guenzati. So far, Union Omaha having a tough time penetrating this midfield, which, as we mentioned, we showed you the lineup, there is quite a bit of squad rotation. 6 changes in the starting 11 for Union Omaha today compared to last match. To be expected, given that they played last Saturday and will play again this Saturday. So Vincenzo Candela giving some of his usual starters a rest. A couple of big names not in the 11 today. Pato Botello-Faz not starting. Brent Coleman has been a starter for much of this season. He's not starting. There's Budati as well, not starting. Cabrera. Mazzati able to knot it over for Zalanka. Here's Lawrence. Pressed to switch. Jonet nearly taking it away, but Owusu instead will push it wide. Gutierrez. Still Gutierrez. Gavilanes. His ball turned away. Jonet now surges. Pacey winger, recently acquired, a foot race. Jonet turns the corner. Jonet has his run broken up. Gavilanes, great recovery. Jonet with the tackle, and Jonet whistled. Jonet and Gavilanes stride for stride. That was quite the race. And just when it seemed like Jonet would blow past him, right here, look at this tackle by Alan Gavilanes. Beautiful tackle. And then Gavilanes wins the whistle. Gavilanes back in his home state today. He's from about 30 or so miles south of here in Paterson, New Jersey, from North Plainfield. Newly acquired player for Union Omaha, on loan from USL Championship side Indy 11. League One fans might remember Gavilanes from his standout tenure with Greenville Triumph. 26 goal contributions in 92 appearances for the Triumph. Actually made his only appearance with Indy 11 this season against Union Omaha in Open Cup play. As Jonet leaves it up for Spengler. Spengler rolls through. Does the flag stay down? It does not. Offside the call, no goal. Sebastian Guenzati past that back line. Again, Gutierrez is down. Discomfort. Diego Gutierrez, who has been instrumental to Union Omaha's 22-point and 10-match start to the season. Still hobbling along that far touchline. Gadiri. Wide for Borzak. Lawrence. Here's Owusu. Center back, pushing forward. Gadiri lifts it in. Gadiri's ball is brought down, but it was over the byline. Ryan Jiba making that run. That's where Gadiri can be so dangerous. High quality player. Look at this ball. Just a bit heavy. A little bit less, and it's a good opportunity for Jiba. But Gadiri, one of the more experienced players in this league, 23 MLS appearances with Inter Miami and DC United. It's played along for Borzak. Borzak turned away by Garcia. Still an open net. The sidestep, Gavilanes has it denied. Headed towards frame and headed off the end line by the former Owl, Anderson Holt. A frantic moment as Union Omaha nearly broke through. A beautiful ball brought down by Borzak. Couple of enormous saves here. And Holt does well to head it away. So a corner kick coming for Union Omaha. And it is a crafty Gadiri to send this in. Those were the first shots of the match for Union Omaha as Gadiri swings it in. It's all the way out to Gomez. Gadiri again. Borzak. Throwing on the way. Gutierrez. Oh, a nifty back heel. Jiba surges into space. Jiba's ball. Contact in the area as Gomez goes down. Still down. Borzak. There's Blake Malone, the Omaha native. Gavilanes claims a corner. Let's take a look at this moment a bit earlier when Gomez went down. Corner kick on the way for Diego Gutierrez. Omaha native. He's from South Omaha. Left high school as the Nebraska all-time goal scorer at Ralston High School. A lot of elevation on this ball. And it will head out. The corner kick on the way. The Owls are second in the league with 3 corner kick goals this season. Dangerous team from the flag. Ball in from Gadiri, and it's brought in by Garcia. As Garcia tried to launch it away. And it will be a card against Owusu. Garcia was about to start his punt. See right here, Owusu stuck a boot in there. Owusu, second-year player for Union Omaha. Past the midway point of this first 45. Both teams have had some chances. I'd say play has so far favored the Cosmos. Those last couple of minutes, the visitors have certainly found their footing. A new look lineup today, the venue that this team has never played at. But what a season it's been so far for Union Omaha, entering this week in first place at the table, 2 points clear of Spokane Velocity for first. And the 22 points through 10 matches, the best start through this stretch in club history, along with the 2024 season. They won the league title. Union Omaha, of course, the only club in league history to win multiple League One titles, claimed the double in 2021 and 2024, is brought down by Gutierrez, who goes down, waved off by Walter Santorchin. Jaunet. Litzini. Guenzani. Zalanka wide for Jaunet. Jaunet. Crunching challenge, and a free kick awarded. Sami Kadiri lays the lumber. This is where Jaunet can be so dangerous. He's skilled 1v1, draws a lot of attention. He's down. Jaunet, recently acquired. He was signed on May 14th. Spent last year with Texoma, had 2 goals and 6 assists, playing alongside Ajmir Spengler. And while he's new to this team, he's familiar with 4 other players on this Cosmos roster. The Cosmos have 5 players who were on last year's Texoma team. Texoma now a part of USL 2. But there is some familiarity between this first-year roster, given the Texoma ties. Spengler and Sidul stand over it. Spengler the far side, Sidul to the near side. It is Spengler who sails it out for a goal kick. Ajmir Spengler, 8 goal contributions this season, which leads the league. He's played a part in 8 of this team's 12 goals this year. I don't know if you'll find many players mean as much to their respective team as Spengler means to this Cosmos side. Not only a talented player on the attack, but really a full tank when it comes to pressing in the midfield and being able to drop back and win balls. Vinay Cordy said he has a very high soccer IQ as well. Cabrera heads on, that sneaks through all the way to Nuhu. Owusu, angling ball, and a beautiful one at that. Right to Gutierrez, who has Jiba running alongside him. Gutierrez drives it across, headed away, and lifted, but not totally cleared, as Gutierrez wins a whistle. Jauna the culprit. So a free kick on the way for Union Omaha. There's Javier Garcia, acquired earlier this month from AC Boise. Another one of those 5 former Texoma players on this Cosmos roster. Gutierrez will blast this in. Gutierrez sends it on frame, and Garcia was ready for it. Holt. It's a direct ball for Zelanka, who battles for it and comes away with possession. And gives it immediately off to Lawrence Wooten. Spengler wins it back. Spengler tied up and he goes down. Gadiri will get a talking to. He has to be careful. There's a couple of fouls. There it is. Short leash, so a yellow card against Sammy Gadiri. Back at it. There's that ability to win the ball in the midfield. Spengler, more than just an attacking presence for this team, as Gadiri's shown yellow. Gadiri, somebody who has been a key cog in the machine this year. He's gone the full 90 in 5 straight matches. Spengler back on his feet. Sidul and Mendonca discussing. Sidul, his first appearance since April 3rd when he played against Charlotte. First year playing in the U.S. He's a really good background product of the prestigious Ajax Academy. It is native Netherlands. As Sidul sends it in, it's knocked around, still loose, and Nuhu falls on it. Rashid Nuhu, who is synonymous with Union Omaha, called into action. Anytime a ball takes a couple of hops like that and skims by a couple of players, it's always a heart-pounding moment for the defending team. As Jiva lifts it for Gutierrez, and that's out of his reach. Turn to the CBS Sports Network on Saturday, May 30th for a USL Championship battle for the top of the Eastern Conference. Reigning Players' Shield winner Louisville City FC hosts the undefeated Tampa Bay Rowdies at 7 p.m. Eastern. Catch all the action on the CBS Sports Network on May 30th. Galazzini into the area. Galazzini rolls unscathed for a goal kick. Davide Galazzini showing his attacking abilities, able to push the ball ahead. Native of Verona, Italy. We have a handful of Italian players on this Cosmos roster who are led by an Italian manager and Davide Cordi. Jiba, Gutierrez. Lawrence is possessed by Zelanka. And a throw in for the Owls. Just 1 shot so far for Union Omaha compared to 8 for the Cosmos. Remember, last match, the Cosmos had 15 shots, but just 1 on target. Today, 8 shots and 0 on target. Jiba goes airborne. It's out for a throw. There's that phrase that Davide Corti used in our chat earlier this week about his team's performance last match, how they had shots, but nothing all too threatening. Brushing the dolls. It's an expression from his native Italy that basically means just kind of wasting time, not being effective. He felt that's what his team was doing last match when it created chances, but did not truly test Denzel Smith, the AV Alta keeper, and it's been the same story today. 8 shots, but none on target. Gadiri. Final 10 minutes of this first 45 plus stoppage time. We are still scoreless. Two sides playing a midweek fixture, a 3-match in 1 week stretch, both having played last Saturday and both playing again this Saturday. Union Omaha, top of the table, 22 points, unbeaten in 4 straight, back-to-back wins. Meanwhile, the Cosmos, back-to-back losses, winless in 3 straight, sitting in 15th of the league table. But this would be a major result for them, even with the player rotation for the visitors, as Zalaka wins a corner. Corner kick directly in front of the 5 points. The supporter section for the Cosmos. A club with so much history. This is the 3rd iteration of American soccer's most iconic brand. And year 1 of this newest iteration. It's played short. Sidul. Cabrera. Pops it in. Jounet. Jounet on the back of Anderson Holt, comes right back to him. And then Borzak has the takeaway. Borzak lifts it ahead. Gutierrez with no numbers. Still surges. Now reinforcements arrive. Gutierrez works the byline. Gutierrez pops it across. Headed. Borzak on the volley. Could not make its way through, and Jounet is whistled for the takedown of Jiba. Let's take another look at it. See the individual skill here from Diego Gutierrez. The nutmeg working the byline. He is so skilled. A guy who had to earn his spot on this team. He was initially signed to a 25-day contract, but really impressed. Was extended from there. Cabrera. Cosmos throwing. It is rare to see this Cosmos team in a 0-0 match, given how wild and wacky some of their fixtures have been this year. 10 matches across league play and Prince Tire's USL Cup action. 40 combined goals in those matches. You see the possession numbers. That is what we expected. 58%, in fact, is Union Omaha's season average. I did wonder just a bit how this team would maybe differ being on the road and playing with different starting 11, but it's more of the same. Now, the one area we have not seen more of the same is those threatening moments, as you just saw in just 2 shots for the visitors, compared to 8 shots for the home side. Final third entries also tell the story. Well, here's another one of those final third entries. Gutierrez battling with Jounet. Jounet earns a free kick. Final 5 minutes plus stoppage time in this first 45. Thus far, a much better defensive performance by the Cosmos than what we've seen for much of the season, especially last match. Davide Corti, head coach of this team, said his team has to have a level of attention 100% from the get-go to the final minute, as Blake Malone is down. Walton Torchin waves down the medical crew, but good to see Malone on his feet. Great to see Malone back in the pitch this season. Somebody who had gone 416 days between matches. Missed most of last season with a foot injury. Made his season debut this year on May 2nd against Greenville Triumph. And this is his second start of the year, the Omaha native, playing for his home city squad. Some members of the 5 Points look on. Club with so much history. Really the iconic brand of American soccer. And there is so much excitement in the tri-state area about the return of the Cosmos. Davide Corti, leading this club, said he has such a sense of pride leading such an iconic organization. He said the Cosmos in the US represent what AC Milan represents in Italy in terms of soccer history, and he would know AC Milan is where he worked through the academy and then later coached the AC Milan women's team. You think of the legendary names to play for this Cosmos brand in the past. Of course, Pelé, Beckenbauer, Chinaglia. This newest iteration to build off of the legendary history. Spengler. Jounet could get there, Jiba. Great step. Gutierrez has space. Lays it off. Gadiri pops it back for Gutierrez. Could not get a strike off. Ball still loose in front, and it's tapped wide. Aaron Gomez was in the doorstep, and he could not finish. It will be a corner kick. But a dangerous moment. One more look at it. Look at this lovely 1-2. Check that it was Gavilanes who got it off, but won the corner. So Gadiri stands at the corner flag. Sammy Gadiri looking for his first goal contribution of the season. Ball in from Gadiri. Finger tipped away by Garcia. And a foul against the visitors. Ion Bank, trusted, local, and always on your team. Whatever your personal or business banking goals, we are here to help you reach them. Discover the power of community banking and see what Ion Bank can do for you. IonBank.com. Inching towards added time, in 2 minutes is the decision from the fourth official. Jiba. Gadiri. Here's Malone, check that Wooten. Gadiri again. Switches for Lawrence. Lawrence angles inside. Cameron Lawrence gets rid of it. Lifted away clear. Chavez sends it out. Vincenzo Candela getting into the action. First-year head coach for Union Omaha. Full-time head coach, I should say. He was named the Interman mid-season last year. And Dom Casciato took the Tampa Bay Rowdies job, and what a job Dom has done at the USL Championship level. Candela, the former pro who spent a decade as a pro player, including stints in Portugal, Germany, Colombia, and with 3 USL teams. He's in his 3rd overall season on this coaching staff. He has them atop the table. Wooten, tripped up by Mendonca. And Mendonca goes down. And after helping Mendonca to his feet, Walter Santorchin says, here's a yellow card. Clear swipe at the feet. Understandably so, took exception to it. So this is likely the final moment of this first half. Gadiri angles it in, headed away, Jiba off the volley, turned off, and there's the whistle. 45 minutes through in the first ever meeting between Union Omaha and the New York Cosmos, and we are goalless. It has been a battle so far. Ajmir Spangler has been kept in check so far. We'll see what's in store for the second half. There's Anderson Holt against his former team. And that back line has been the storyline really for both teams. Defense is reigning supreme. The first ever meeting between the Cosmos and Union Omaha. Halftime at Patterson, New Jersey. 0-0 at the break. Halftime rolls on. When we get back, stick with us on ESPN+. First half in the books here in Paterson, New Jersey. We are 0-0 between the New York Cosmos and Union Omaha. The World Cup is just around the corner. Let's look into the World Cup base camps plus an update from around USL League One.
Before the World Cup can begin, 48 national teams need a home. And home is a lot more than a practice field.
They wanted a beautiful grass field and in a sort of secure facility with great access to gyms and all the other pieces around.
Dan Rutstein had the honor of handing the keys to Orange County SC's entire facility to the U.S. men's national team. Why does it matter to you to have the U.S. national team at your facility?
Look, if you can't get excited about a World Cup, then we shouldn't be in this business. It's obviously an enormous opportunity. We're happy for them, it's a great facility. We're happy for us, we're happy for our fans, so we can be talked about in the same breath as the home nation in a home World Cup.
Orange County is joined by the Oakland Roots, who will host the Australian national team, and the Tampa Bay Rowdies hosting first-time World Cup team Cape Verde. When clubs spend multiple weeks in one building, the facility must accommodate an entire support system, not just the players. In a large country like the United States, travel can take a toll. Cape Verde's Tampa home sets up short flights to Atlanta, Miami, and Houston for its group matches. Australia will play matches in Vancouver, Seattle, and nearby Santa Clara. The U.S. team's longest journey is Seattle, sandwiched between two group matches in Los Angeles. But as the World Cup takes place, it's business as usual for the USL Championship. For Orange County, a worthwhile temporary adjustment.
We're still training next door. The short-term pain of being not allowed to use our stadium for the medium and long-term gain of working with the US national team, we could never say no to an opportunity like that.
Jansen Wilson with a heat-seeking missile! Now from distance, shot once more, and score!
Now and then, you need to stop and smell the roses. Or the leaves, rocks, trees, sticks, and that one tree again. This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Week 13 of championship play is upon us. Alex Cernali, center back from San Antonio FC, joins us to talk their incredible start and why they deserve to be the #1 team in the Western Conference. What's gone wrong in Louisville? What's going right for the Tampa Bay Rowdies? 10 games unbeaten to start the year. What is the best game on the docket this weekend? Stick around. This is USL All Access.
The first half is in the books in USL League One. We hope you're enjoying the match so far. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with the headlines from the week. One expansion club stunned another in Week 12. Fort Wayne handed AC Boise its first home defeat after Boise began the season with a very impressive 5-game unbeaten run at home in all competitions. Boise's streak is the 5th longest to begin an inaugural season in League One history. Don't look now, but 2 red-hot clubs have jumped above the playoff line and hope to climb even higher. Charlotte Independence defeated Forward Madison 3-1 to run its unbeaten streak to 4 matches, moving into 6th place in the League One table. And sitting 1 point behind them is AV Alta, who also has a 4-game unbeaten run, capped by a 4-0 victory against the New York Cosmos. AV Alta moves into the 8th spot in the League One table. Congratulations to Spokane Velocity goalkeeper Sean Lewis for collecting his 200th career save, a USL League One record. His regular season totals in League One include 72 appearances, 26 shutouts, and a save percentage above 75. League One and the USL Championship have loaded the month of June with national spotlight broadcasts. CBS Sports Network will feature the Tampa Bay Rowdies and Charleston Battery, and Las Vegas Lights against Orange County. ESPN2 will feature Forward Madison against Fort Wayne. This is the USL Halftime Update. Let's get you back out to your match.
Back here at historic Hinchliffe Stadium, 0-0 the score through 45 minutes. Getting you set for half number 2 coming up in a couple of minutes. But it is a busy stretch of the USL League One season. We'll take a look around the league, some upcoming matches. 9 p.m. tonight, AC Boise, first-year club against another first-year club in Sarasota Paradise, though Boise has found some success and Sarasota has had some struggles. And then Friday night, a couple more matches, including one on the CBS Sports Golazo Network. Forward Madison taking on another first-year club in Corpus Christi. Let's take a look at the Saturday schedule, which will feature both of the teams in our match right here. Sarasota taking on the Cosmos, New York having to travel down to Florida for the third match in a week. Meanwhile, Union Omaha gets back to the nation's heartland as they welcome FC Naples Saturday night at 8 p.m. Of course, all of those games can be seen on ESPN+. One other note, one match going on right now, a 2-0 lead between Chattanooga Red Wolves and Richmond Kickers in Tennessee. Second half coming up in a moment. The New York Cosmos and Union Omaha. The first ever meeting is scoreless at the break. Half number 2 when we get back.
I'm Brie and I am Ion.
नाम कलीम चान है और मैं आयन हूँ.
Yo soy Ion Bank.
हम तजिंदर कौर असी आयन बैंक हुंदे हां.
I'm Taiwan, and I am Ion.
اسمي أدمى وأنا آيان.
Ja jestem Ion Bank.
Io so Ion Bank.
Ja jestem Ion Bank. I am Ion.
Second half just about here. We are scoreless between the Cosmos and Union Omaha. John Gross with you on this Wednesday evening. Before we get to half number 2, let's look back at the first half between these two sides. Not a whole lot went down in that half. We did see some chances for both teams, though. We go to the 5th minute. Nestor Cabrera gives it away, then ball sent in here. That's pretty much been the extent of what we've seen. A lot of passing around Borzak. His shot turned away. This was probably the best moment we've seen, with Garcia getting his paws on it and then Anderson Holt heading it away. Good clearance by the former Union Omaha player, able to head it off the end line. On to the 32nd minute we go. Off of a free kick, ball trickles around, nobody able to stab it home, and Nuhu there to save the day. Saw Guenzati in the area, had a chance to head it on frame, a late runner coming into the back post as well, but nothing to show for it. And then 43rd minute, this probably the best chance we've seen from Union Omaha, at least down the stretch. That shot by Alan Gavilanes ended up being deflected just wide, 177. Unable to finish. As we take a look at our first half statistics, 14 shots between these two teams, but all 3 of the shots we've seen have been courtesy of the visitors. This has been a struggle for the Cosmos as of late. 9 shots and 0 shots on target. Possession numbers, as expected, certainly favoring the visitors. 61%. Both teams have also had a handful of corner kicks. So it's been a first half that obviously didn't see any goals. Saw a couple of chances, but no goals to show for it just yet. We did see 3 combined yellow cards as well, with Samuel Owusu and Sammy Gadiri getting yellows, and Nick Ndaka for the Cosmos. This is a matchup between 2 teams who are in different part of the standings. Let's take a look at the table entering week 13. Union Omaha, this is the live table, by the way, as it stands. Union Omaha with a point in this result, if this does end up being a draw, would be 3 points clear in first place, ahead of Spokane Velocity. So in a really good spot through 10 matches so far, the best start in club history, or matching the best start, tied with 2024. Meanwhile, the Cosmos with a draw would jump up a couple of spots from 15th place into 13th place and would sit on 8 points. But again, this is the live table where things would stand if this result holds, with each team claiming a point apiece. But still 45 minutes left to play as Anderson Holt and company get set for this second half of action. Cosmos trying to snap a 3-match winless streak. They've lost back-to-back matches. Meanwhile, Union Omaha looking to be unbeaten for a 5th straight fixture, trying to win a 3rd consecutive match. This team off to a great start this season. You look at this Cosmos team, interestingly enough, despite the lean record at 2-5-1, they do have a couple of impressive wins, and they're of course facing a big challenge today in the top team in the league, but the 2 wins for New York have come against Fort Wayne and Charlotte Independence, both teams that are above the playoff line, both in fact top 6 in the league. And some Union Omaha supporters in attendance watching their side. So we'll see what adjustments both sides made at the break. On this historic night, first ever matchup between the Cosmos and Union Omaha at a historic venue at that. Hinchliffe Stadium in Patterson, built back in 1932. It was closed in 1996 after years of neglect, and it was decrepit really for decades after that. It wasn't until 2023 that it was reopened, and here are the Cosmos playing at this historic venue. It is one of just 4 Negro League stadiums that are still standing. This the former home of the New York Black Yankees and the New York Cubans. So a ton of sporting history at Hinchliffe Stadium, which also hosts a baseball team, the New Jersey Jackals. And we are underway on this Wednesday evening, second half, as Javier Garcia brings it in. Change for Union Omaha at the break. Kempis Tequila replaces Diego Gutierrez. And for the Cosmos, Justin Milovanov entered for Darren Sidul. Milovanov, just his third time coming on as a substitute this season. As it's angled ahead for Jounet. Jounet nods on, battles with Lawrence, and there's the whistle. John Gross with you on this Wednesday evening. First half that saw both teams generate some chances, but neither team able to find the back of the net. Which, credit to the Cosmos for that. They're dead last in the league in goals conceded, but facing the top scoring team in the league, have not allowed a goal thus far. And for stretches today, have actually looked the better team. Free kick coming. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Jiba, the best of clearance attempts, but a fortuitous ricochet, and he wins a throw. Omaha free kick. So the one change for the visitors. Tequila coming on for Gutierrez. It is a luxury to have somebody like Kempis Tequila coming on as a substitute. And again, player rotation with the busy stretch. This is the second of 3 matches in a week, so typically do see this when teams have schedule congestion. But Tequila, 3 goals and an assist this season for the defending champion with 1 Knoxville. Now in his first season with Los Bujos. Jiba rolls it across. Unsuccessful clearance, though it is headed away, and Spengler is decked down. Blake Malone, good sportsmanship shown. He's going to be brought back to Walterson Torchen, and he will receive a yellow. So Blake Malone booked. That is the 3rd yellow card for a Union Omaha player. Malone, Owusu, and Gadiri all shown yellow. Cosmos have swapped wingers. Zelanka now working on the right side as it's headed away. Jounet operating the left flank. Here's Milovanov, the substitute for the Cosmos. Jounet, marked by Gadiri. Slices through traffic. Tapped wide for Milovanov. Milovanov turns the corner. Muscles free, Milovanov! A laser is brought in by Nuhu. That is a well-hit ball by the substitute. Score update from Chattanooga, Tennessee. The only other league match going on right now. Chattanooga Red Wolves have taken a 3-0 lead against the Richmond Kickers. Spangler surges. It's still Spangler. Finds Zelanka. That feed broken up. Brilliant effort by Sammy Gadiri, who launches long. Finds Borzak. Borzak is met by Cabrera, and a good tackle by Cabrera. But let's look back at the initial tackle from Gadiri. Look at this. Great recovery, clean as a whistle. Malone. Here's Jiba. Lawrence steps into space. Lawrence leaves it central. Gavilanes has space. Gavilanes hits it. No trouble for Garcia. Alan Gavilanes, a capable goal scorer. He scored in his Omaha League debut last match. Acquired on loan from USL Championship side Indy 11. Here's Tequila. Back for Gadiri. Borzak. Gadiri again. Gavilanes. A long spell of possession from the visitors, which is the MO for Vincenzo Candela's side. A hard challenge. They play on. Gavilanes, as it popped away from him. Cosmo's looking for a handball. It's not whistled, and here is Jounet. Jounet does well to stay with it. Zelanka now. Zelanka off the back of Jiba, brought in and sailed by Milovanov. That's headed over towards downtown Patterson. But Justin Milovanov, in the about 9 minutes that he's been on, a couple of shots already, including that one laser that was on target, which was the first shot on goal of the match for the Cosmos. So you have to appreciate his substitute who comes on, has that mentality that he wants to make an impact right away. That's been Milovanov so far. Jiba. Owusu. Here's Wooten. Did a head towards Borzak. Second ball settled by Gomez. Gomez leaves it off for Tequila, who surges ahead. Kempis Tequila clears the crossbar. Kempis Tequila, proven goal scorer in this league, left it just upstairs. He scored 3 times this season already. 1-2 collected, played ahead. Free kick won by Malone. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Owusu. Tequila. Gives it away. Spengler the takeaway. Cosmos trying to counter to no avail. It comes right back to Tequila. Wide for Borzak. Borzak. Gavilanes stays on it. Gavilanes looking for the handball. Chiba stabs ahead. Slipped away. Come the Cosmos. Under press wins it back. Wooten. Here's Lawrence. Borzak. Lawrence on the overlapping run. Lawrence, his cross deflected, and a corner kick claimed by the visitors. Points, cheer on. Corner kick from Gadiri. In swinging ball. Headed out for another corner. Union Omaha searching for that breakthrough. Gadiri again, drives it in. Holt heads away. Jonah wins it. Jonah was looking for Spengler. Couldn't find him. Holt does blast it long. And Tequila's there. Owusu. Possession of this half has been absolutely dominated by Union Omaha. 77% possession in the first 14 minutes of this half. Just 2 shots though. Looking to improve upon that mark here. Lawrence. Pops it across. Chiba. Battles with Zelanka, who wins the duel. Well done by Tequila to win it back. Tequila centering feed. Gavilanes bumped. Gavilanes back for Tequila. Plays it back to Gadiri. Borzak pings it in. Borzak's ball brought down and scored. Finally, a breakthrough. Aaron Gomez makes it 1-0 Union Omaha. Borzak's ball tapped in by Gomez for his first goal of this season. Gomez had to go full extension here, hitting the deck And redirecting it past Garcia. And at long last, a goal in this defensive struggle. And it is our own Gomez, who after scoring that will exit. Pato Botelafaz will replace him. I have to give a lot of credit to Dylan Borzak as well, who delivered that ball. Borzak picks up his second assist of the season, the former USL Championship player. He actually began his college career at Schoolcraft College Ocelots. That was the name of his college soccer team that he began at, which sounds more like something out of Harry Potter, but it was actually the starting point of the career for Borzak. He has now blossomed into a nice player for Union Omaha and picks up the assist. Jauna is down. Here comes a change for the Cosmos. Tino Puentes will head on for his 5th appearance of the season. Did not play last match, but he enters here. He replaces Nick Zalanka. Garcia. It's taken away. Omaha looking for more. Cavallanes just a bit out of his reach. And a goal kick for Garcia. So when Botello Faz came on, 2 other changes as well for Union Omaha. A couple of big name guys. Sergio Ors Navarro, reigning Team of the Week honoree, who scored in back-to-back matches. He entered, as did Yunus Boudadi, who is 7th in the league in chances created. And here is a chance, but it's turned away by Garcia. And Boudadi will throw this in. Garcia's down. Javier Garcia. Back on his feet. And there's the whistle to get us back to play. Mentioned those Union Omaha changes. Boudadi made his way on. Cameron Lawrence exits. Dylan Borzak departed for Sergio Ors Navarro. And Gomez, the goal scorer, leaves the pitch in favor of Pato Botello Faz. All 3 of those guys who just came on are our usual starters for Vincenzo Candela's squad, but lineup rotation today with some schedule congestion. So he's rolling with those 3 to finish the match rather than start it. And they enter at a good part of the match. Their team now in front, 1-0. Boudadi drives it in. Tapped away. Certainly some contact they play on, though, as it's pinged in towards Ors Navarro. And a whistle will come in. Looks like we'll see a free kick here. One more look at it. Tello Faz flipped from behind. Free kick will be taken by Sami Gadiri. The 60th minute goal by Aron Gomez. The difference so far. His first goal of the season, assisted by Dylan Borzak. And the league leaders in front. Driven ball. It's out for a goal kick. Now the Cosmos, who threatened a bit in the first half, have to find a way to get something going. Last 10 or so minutes have been completely dominated. Really, this entire half has been commanded by the visitors. We saw stretches in the first half, especially the first 10 or so minutes, where I thought the Cosmos looked the better team, but Union Omaha settled in and has played strong since then, as this one is rolled central and cut out. That's certainly better from New York. Corner kick for Ajmer Spangler. Facing a Union Omaha team that has not allowed a set-piece goal all season. Spangler, Jounet. Works 1v1, Jounet. Off a deflection. And neatly settles to the feet of Nuhu. Jiba. Gavilanes, the intended target, will be a throw. William Patterson University is proud to be the official university partner of the New York Cosmos. We are a powerhouse in business education and the ¡1 producer of MBAs in New Jersey. Explore our wide range of undergraduate and graduate programs at wpunj.edu. Feet broken up. Jounet gets rid of it. Spangler turns. Puentes now. Tino Puentes sweeps it through. Comes out to Spangler, who settles and strikes it off target for a goal kick. Ajmer Spangler, if there is somebody who can change this match on a dime, it is certainly number 8. 5 goals and 3 assists this season for the USL League One leader in goal contributions. Though Omaha's done well to keep him in check today. Wooten. This Omaha team is tough to play against when you're trailing, given how ball dominant they are. So the Cosmos have to find a way to win a bit more possession. We've seen a couple of moments where they've taken away some errant passes, kick-started some counters. The precious seconds ticking away. Jiba. Malone. Fluttering ball towards Gavilanes. Chavez earns the throw. Well defended by the veteran center back. He's played every minute of every match this season, Jordan Chavez. Spangler. That is crafty, and he wins a whistle. Mendonca leaves it back. Takeaway for the Owls. Kadiri, aerial ball. Where's Navarro? Brings it in. Where's Navarro's been on a tear as of late. Here he is. Goal in back-to-back matches, including the game-winning goal against the reigning champions, won Knoxville. That was his first appearance in a month and a half. And a goal kick coming. Well, that's taken away. Kadiri leaves it off. One time is sailed. Ors Navarro beside himself. A prime opportunity to score for the third straight match. And Tequila unselfishly lets it roll by him. The Cosmos now with it, stay in possession. They've held just 34% of the ball for the match, and just 27% in this half. Down in. Goes down, and a free kick awarded. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all of your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Jonah. Guenzati. Jonah. Switches. Well read though by Gavilanes. A fight for it. Spangler comes away with it. Spangler hits it. And knew who has the save. Wooten demonstrative with their official Walterson Torchin saying, hey, that should have been a foul. I think he has a case there. Definitely contact. Jiba. Botello Faz back for Jiba. Score update from Chattanooga, Tennessee. 4-0. Chattanooga Red Wolves lead the Richmond Kickers in the 72nd minute. Goal and an assist by Matt Bentley to lead the way for the Red Wolves. Not the only other match going on right now in League One action. There's a clear whistle. Reach for the pocket, and a card comes out. Sebastian Guenzati, the captain of this team, shown yellow. As well to win the ball, and then draw the foul. There's Guenzati chatting things over. Guenzati, the connective tissue between the Cosmos of old and the present 2013 to 2016. Won 3 titles in his 4 seasons with the iconic club and is now back with the Cosmos here in 2026. Chavez takes it away. Here comes Spengler, leading the counter. Rajmir Spengler, oh so dangerous. Taps it wide, that is hit wide. Guenzati unable to finish. It was laid well for Guenzati. The 14th shot of the match for the Cosmos. Just 1 shot on target. This is deja vu for New York. Last match at AV Alta, 15 shots, just 1 shot on target. Villanes battles. It's won by Galazzini. Jownit. Works on Budati. Jownit turns on the Jets. Jownit, Budati, beautiful tackle. Telofaz, unable to keep it in play. Cosmos will have to find a way to test Nuhu. He has faced just 1 shot on target. Galazzini. Deary to clear it long. As it stands, the 60th minute goal by Aron Gomez, the difference. His first goal of the season. As Spengler flies it ahead. Guenzati back for Spengler. Deflects out to Jownit. Spengler steps up. Spengler, still Spengler, back to Spengler. Played central, off a deflection and wide. Everything right but the end product. Guenzati again finding himself in a threatening spot. Look at this lovely interplay. Spengler and Milovanov playing off one another, and then Guenzati, his shot broken up by Ryan Giba. We've seen a couple of potentially goal-saving moments by some of these backline players from Union Omaha today. Played short to Jownit. Driven ball, Jownit on a platter, headed down and buried! Cosmos equalize! It's Anderson Holt against his former club. One more look. Omaha pleading for the offside. It is not called. And the header by Puentes is buried by Holt. And what a moment for him. Somebody who got his professional start with Union Omaha. Joined on an academy deal, then earned a pro contract. He was sent via transfer to New York ahead of this season, and he has tied things up against his former club. And we have a brand new match as we enter the final 10 minutes of this one, the first ever meeting between Union Omaha and the New York Cosmos. Spengler on the move, Ajmer Spengler paces ahead. Spengler, still Spengler. Spengler denied off the post. Nuhu got his hand on it as well. Jounet unleashes. Jounet just off target. This is an inspired Cosmos team. What a difference a goal makes. A little more juice, a little more pep in the step. Look at this. Nuhu grazed it clearly at the post, and then Jounet says, hey, let me get into the action as well. Left it just high. Jounet, one of the newcomers on this team, signed on May 14th. Native of the Gambia, which is the smallest country in mainland Africa. He's a Union Omaha player, is hobbling towards the medical crew. Having a tough time. We certainly send him our best. Really struggling. Second-year Owl from England. And Wooten's night has come to an unfortunate end as he is replaced by Gabriel Cabral. First appearance since May 2nd for Cabral. First-year Owl after winning the USL League One title with Tormenta a couple of years back. Last year was the Player of the Year runner-up. And a change for the Cosmos as well. Patrick Bowie heads on. You see him on the bottom of your screen. Noker also on for Jordan Chavez. So Chavez has left the park for the first time all season. He played the full 90 every match this season. Jounet nods on. Couple of second half goals have us level at 1-1. Jiba goes down. Jiba looking for the whistle. And there it is. Penalty kick on the way. And the reaction from the ball boy sums up the vibe here in Patterson. Disbelief. Just minutes after the equalizer, and when things started to seem like they're tilting towards the Cosmos, there's the whistle, and Jiba jubilant as Pato Botelofaz will step to the spot. Two goals this season for the proven striker. He faces Javier Garcia, who holds the League One record for most penalty kick saves, with 6 in his career. So if there's anybody who can stop this, it is Garcia. Botelofaz versus Garcia. Late in this match. Botelofaz misses. One more look at it. It's totally missed. And a renewed spell of life for the Cosmos. Botelofaz unable to give Union Omaha the late edge. Here he is, physical number 9. Skied away. Spengler able to tap it ahead as it's lifted on towards Bowie. Bowie shoves down Jiba, and Bowie's whistled. Patrick Bowie, first year USL League One player after spending the last 2 years in the Portuguese lower divisions. Final few minutes. Owusu hangs one ahead. Tequila, want to be Ors Navarro asking for the corner, and that wish is granted. One of the best corner kick teams in the league. 3 corner kick goals this season, which is good for second. One more could be the decisive moment of this match. Guettieri, in swinger, headed by Botello Foz, and it's too high. Two teams who have been strong late in matches this season. Omaha leads the league with 8 goals scored in the final 15 minutes. New York is 3rd in the league in goals scored in the final 15 minutes with 4. Gavilanes. Hooker does well to defend that. And here is Spengler. Ajmir Spengler leads the charge. Still Spengler. Spengler lays it central. Here comes Union Omaha. Tequila. Noker heads it away. And it's volleyed clear. Spengler goes down. Guettieri. Here's Bowie. Bowie tripped up. Free kick coming. Launch long, makes his way into the area. Skip just out of the reach of a Cosmos player. Here comes Jiba. Botello Foz. Muscles out of possession as Bowie plays it back. Nearing stoppage time. Blake Malone. Jiba. Tequila. Floats it ahead. Garcia off his line and collects. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, your live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. 5 minutes of added time, so ample time for one last twist in this match. The first ever meeting between the New York Cosmos and Union Omaha. Union Omaha, top of the table, 22 points. Unbeaten in 4 straight. Meanwhile, the Cosmos sitting in 15th place entering today. And Spengler gets Poked in the eye, appears. Spengler doing his best to get up. He certainly does not want to have the medical crew come on, which would mean that he'd have to leave the pitch temporarily. Regardless of what happens in these final few minutes, a much improved result by New York compared to last match. They're doing this against the top team of the league as Spengler loops it, and it's volleyed off target. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Spengler and Jiba now going at it, and Bowie comes in with a push. These teams gonna have to be separated. Walterson Torchin does both sides to get back to their side of the pitch. So some fireworks late in this one. Spengler came in a bit late. Jiba took exception. Bowie backs up Spengler. And let the fireworks commence. Bowie, understandably so, shown yellow. Should add a tinge more to the 5 minutes of stoppage time. Jiba. Here's Cabral. Jiba. Cabral again. Jiba. Gadiri. This ball skied away for a throw. And the top attacking team of the league find one more moment of magic. Jiba pings it across and no trouble for Garcia. So an opportunity for the Cosmos. Good delivery by Garcia. Jowness stumbles. Oh, Jowness lost his footing as it heads out. Owusu. Direct ball. Holt heads away. Second ball. Claimed by Tequila. Tequila! Kempis Tequila. Union Omaha. Seconds away from a late match victory. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, Tequila. And he may have just won it. A beautiful strike by Kempis Tequila. No one stepped up to stop his run. And that's the thing, Davide Corti spoke quite a bit in our chat earlier this week about how his team has to defend better individually. They can't assume that somebody else is going to step up and make a play. And case in point right there. Nobody stepped up to stop Tequila, and he obliges. A yellow card on the Cosmos bench. New York now in trouble. The finish line of this match. Garcia launches long. And a whistle against Guenzani. Now the question is, how much more time is there from Walterson, Torchin, and our officials? In stoppage time, there's been some drama. We saw the goal, of course. Yellow card. So we'll see just how much longer this thing goes. But as it stands, Union Omaha just moments away from a third straight win. And there it is. Kempis Tequila secures 3 points for the league leaders. Vincenzo Candela and company now 25 points as they pull out the win in Paterson, New Jersey. Union Omaha moves to 8-2-1 of the season. Drama here in the tri-state area as Los Bujos claim the first ever meeting between these two sides. We'll put a bow on things when we get back. An 8th win this season for Vincenzo Candela's side, 2-1. What a match it was. Union Omaha escapes with 3 points, a 2-1 win on a Kempis Tequila stoppage time winner for the Owls as they remain atop the table. Now 25 points on the season. Time. And Union Omaha picks up a third straight win, now unbeaten in 5 consecutive matches. A look at her final match statistics. 22 shots for the Cosmos, but again, just 4 shots on target. They have to find a way to put more of those shots on frame and actually test the opposing keeper. But defensively, I feel like they were much improved from last match. Still, Union Omaha, as expected, commanding possession and doing a good job in the second half, especially of turning that possession into opportunities. 2-1 the final score in the first ever meeting between Union Omaha and the New York Cosmos. It came down to the final moments, but Vincenzo Candella's side stays red hot with 3 points on the road. Huge thanks to all of you for joining us today for our entire fantastic production team. My name is John Gross saying so long. Union Omaha, a 2-1 win, now 25 points on the season for the league leaders.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.